addict, criminal, other. These words are often and unfortunately used to describe people with opioid use disorders. These words create stigma or negative perceptions about an entire group of people. Research indicates that stigma deters public health. Stigmatizing language such as addict and criminal leads to more negative attitudes and harmful behaviors toward people with opioid use disorders. But what research is missing is a comprehensive understanding of which messages are most harmful, how they influence us, and what beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors they impact. My research answers these questions. I conducted 4 social experiments to test a central hypothesis that stigmatizing messages about opioids will lead to more negative attitudes and harmful behaviors because of how we react to those messages, through developing negative emotions like anger and stigmatizing or stereotypical beliefs. I created a series of news articles about opioids, each with a different level of stigma, high or low, and type of stigma within it. Then I randomly assigned 1,444 US adults to each read one of those messages. For example, 2 articles described a type of stigma related to stigmatizing imagery. The high stigmatizing imagery article described a person as appearing unkempt and wearing unclean clothes, whereas the low stigmatizing imagery article described a person as appearing put together and wearing clean clothes. After reading, people answered questions about their beliefs, attitudes, emotions, desired social distance from the person, and their support for helpful public health policies, like rehabilitation and the administration of the life-saving overdose response drug, Narcan. The results? Messages with high stigmatizing imagery were detrimental. People who read these messages responded with more negative emotions and stigmatizing beliefs, and subsequently expressed more negative attitudes, more desired social distance, and less support for helpful public health policies. The United States lost 75,000 people to opioids in 2021 alone. If our messages can influence everything from our everyday interactions to our public health policy support, our messages must be amended.